Hi there everybody, and we're already into December. As I record this, we've just completed the first week of December, and you know what that means? It means that it's time to start thinking about the year-end review. So, in this video, that's what I'd like to talk about. I'd like to suggest a few tips and ideas for your year-end review. Keep watching this video because I've got a few practical suggestions about what you can do in your year-end review, and I'll suggest a few prompts that you can consider as well. If you're new to this channel, my name is David. I like to explore the interplay between mindset and results. The Spirit and Action YouTube channel serves as your guide to energy, mindset and focus so that you can achieve better outcomes. And I'd like to start with a few practical tips. Tip number one is to do your year-end review over a couple of days. This makes it just a lot easier and smoother. If you try and do it in one day, then probably you'll come up with other ideas the next day that you want to put into it. Sometimes you need to just have a rest and sleep on some of the thoughts and recollections that you have. Now, the year-end review is a review, so the second tip is to try and do it before the holiday season really kicks in. So we're kind of talking about between December 10th through to the 20th. I would suggest that your year-end review should be completely separate to any of the goal setting that you do for the new year. That way you can kind of really focus your attention on what has happened in the previous year without letting your mind wander into the next things that you want to achieve. And then the third tip is to do it in writing rather than typing. And this just relies on the idea that writing is just more cognitively powerful. If you write things down, you're more likely to get better insight. And finally, the last tip I have is to refer back to your notes, look at your journal of the previous year and see what thoughts and ideas you were having throughout the year. Remember that your year-end review is not some kind of memory test where you have to search your memory banks for exactly what happened and what you did and everything else. It's a good idea to actually look at notes so that you can remember what happened, what the important events were. So they are a few practical ideas about conducting your year-end review. Now let's look at a few suggested prompts. Obviously you can think of your own prompts here, and there's plenty of material on the internet about the kind of prompts you can use. Here I'd just like to suggest some of the important ones. I've put the prompts into 4 different groups. Let's start with the first group. So the first group of prompts relates to reviewing the year's events. What were my wins this year? What were the major events of this year? And what were my failures? The second group is a review of your behaviour. And here are some prompts you might like to use. How did I manage my key areas of concern, namely health, finances and relationships? What do I need to improve on? Did I notice any recurring patterns? For example, was I sleepy at a specific time of day? Did I fall into a habit of watching YouTube in the morning when I wake up? That's my problem pattern that I need to change. And then the third group of prompts is also related to behaviour, but it's a specific focus on my habits. Here are the prompts for this group. What habits served me well this year? What habits do I need to stop? Which habits do I do, but I need to improve on? And then the last group, although it's only one prompt, I thought I'd throw it in because it's quite useful to consider feedback. And the question relates to feedback from other people. What feedback did I get from other people? I hope you found this video on the year-end review useful. Let me know in the comments how much time you spend doing your year-end review, and do you have any tips or tricks on how to do it? I'll just quickly summarize some of the tips. Do your year-end review separately before the holiday season. Do it in writing. And refer to any notes or journal entries that you made during the year. You might like to concentrate on 4 areas when you're doing your review. These areas could be events that happened in the year, your behaviour, your habits, and feedback from other people. So, thanks very much for staying with me in this video. Have a fantastic holiday season coming up. Good luck with your year-end review. I'll see you in the next video.